Wanna grab a copy of the Steam Bird? We know our Fontainian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kaniche?
How about lost treasure? Pretty sure. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stab.
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you.
Yeah, that! And also, alas, what the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the... trading tablet?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most... If I had to quantify it, I'd say about one...
Huh? Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for...
You mean all those fake headlines you made?
Sure they do. For instance, considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods. But in reality, the goods in question, rest assured, no Saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay! Paimon was so busy freaking out.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, I appreciate your kind invitation.
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That ow thing that popped out before.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a...
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's what?
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange... Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long...
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a how wasn't too through. That said, it's pretty annoying. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an... I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway. It'll be a good chance to let that... If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is. Looks like I remembered correct.
Wow, this is awesome!
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap. But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Oh no, you've forgotten me? Oh, does graph adversarial technology ring any bells? It's me, Lapine Pauline! Of course! How else would we have managed to build
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I know it sounds like I'm laying it on. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is fun.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief.
Nope! I might be inviting others to help fund.
Huh? You've got... Ha! Look at you, puny! If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you...
Wow! That's cool. You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget.
Mass production? Ugh, and I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! And I shall have you know that I am Kahula How! Forebear...
What? Heavens...
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon. How have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What up?
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street...
He's not wrong. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau.
Oh, see that? That's what I call Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, Navia, don't you...
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they?
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue... I couldn't... After all, who else but the Spina di...
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes... I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much deep... In short.
Huh?
That's right. After much... Not only...
By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into...
not exactly. Thanks to this
That's right. So, as for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take... For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth... By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your...
Paimon would be even more...
Well, everyone needs to... So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef. Look over there!
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be...
Well, I'm sold. I think...
You little...
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Anyway, if you're interested in taking...
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have the ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition?
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget.
Oh,
Wait, has that happened?
no, it's just the mention of gun.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath. But I didn't see much point in. I trekked all the way.
What did the authorities make?
Oh, they made a mountain out of them before even addressing the question of what was actually inside. Thankfully, the ever-reliable and
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind?
oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat.
Yep. Got sick of those long.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old timer. Sorry. Where?
it's a bit... give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Sorry. I know it doesn't really look like a gun, and it certainly could shoot as well, too. I could...
No. Quite the opposite. The features are very accurate. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking...
I should be the one...
Don't mention it.
No. Oh, dear. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from... Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it. Given why I came here, time is of the essence. So I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify. Perfect. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first.
Oh, man.
Bro!
Are you?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to...
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that internet...
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad, I
Oh, stop it.
wasn't expecting to see the Traveler...
Come on.
Huh?
A traveler,
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic.
Why you're all here?
For vegetables.
Cuckoo. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolet...
It's
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology. Anyway, long story short...
So, you guys are...
He is. I'm just here. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe are worried.
Even though it's your first time...
Right. But they still...
Don't you get it? They all just saw how...
Wait, what? So I'm getting... See? Doesn't matter how much old...
Meaning everyone looks at...
In theory. In that case, guess I better start up.
So, what about Cuckoo? If he was here, we'd be...
That's exact...
Aoife, there's not... You're a big boy.
You think that's... Anyway, suffice it to say... Cuckoo...
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are...
Let me guess.
Bro, you too?
Not me.
Oh, that pesky little... So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time.
That, plus he's already spouted enough...
Nice one. If I was even half as...
Oh no, bro. Or rather...
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able... But when the guards started chasing him, Kukuku flew into that building next... I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going...
With... that one?
Yup, that's the one. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking. As for Aoife, well.
Not like it's.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here? I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull.
For real now? Do you even.
Of course I'm for real.
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. But our priority right now should be to go in there and...
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission.
Wait.
Well, then it's your.
All right then. If Kakuku.
There you go. If he objects to.
Nothing. What's all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan?
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh, no. Bro!
He keeps repeating the same things over.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend! Yep!
Great. Well, that was easy. Look, guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to.
For real?
Traveler, was there something important you want? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps, if I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kani. I take it there's been.
That's right. Very perceptive.
So you've met Nervalette before?
I've seen his photo in the paper, but as for this other.
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, but should we really discuss?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he's... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kakuku, that we will have to ask you to...
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! That must be all that practice.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from this...
That's exactly my...
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request.
That would be much...
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia was...
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's...
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with them. Who did he learn it all from?
Anyway, according to due process, and following on from our drafting said agreement may...
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from...
It seems no matter where they come from, Oh,
You can say that.
the same might well be said for the real reason you chose.
So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little?
Sure thing, bro. Aurora and Aoife, we found Kakuku.
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just... Sometimes you just have to let the...
For real?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very...
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly...
As for the bad news, Kakuku accidentally overheard some top-secret stuff. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be up.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets it.
What a shame. Oh,
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved!
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran film fantasy? It's time, dear. As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all around. We, for our part, handled
Long-term operation? We spend most of our time adventuring, and we barely have any experience.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before. Anyway, first... As you can see, our fantasy land's a bit like a sugar... The Spina's only... That's why upgrading facilities... So, as we attract more guests...
Traveler? Yep. You mentioned standardized strategy guide.
Of course. Film and entertainment mean if we're not careful, and others might pick up danger. To avoid confusion, we need to create...
Wow, if we're the first ones... But if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skills to...
Hopefully it goes without saying that I'd never put you in danger. I also wanted you to experience...
Oh, those are two...
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. All right, then. Let's start with eclectic escapades. Both of you seem even more excited than before. Looks like your first trial run didn't disappoint.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that.
Great job, Paimon. That's it. They'd be beyond. Some have even been willing...
Out of their own pocket?
That's right. While the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of the booth, take our official... Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image. These cushions will officially go on sale. Sounds After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily. Not for profit. The more...
Oh,
Still, the same logic applies to the Cheval Moran film fantasy. Once we finish, there's a recruitment once assigned, the staff...
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's definitely a first. Just don't hold everyone... All right, time to... Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
You're both. In any case, with this, the running a theme park is a long-term project. We're just about done. Well, building on this momentum, to draw in the crowds, I've invited one of Fontaine's. She'll be performing.
So, is the restaurant part of our business strategy too? There are so...
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make... Ingredients, check.
Hey there, Escoffier!
Oh, my employers are here. The president of the Spina di Rosula, plus the famous traveler and
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be the former head chef.
I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide the theme dish for each cycle.
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Just imagine, Paimon, if all you needed was a single ticket to enjoy all the attractions.
Then Paimon come every single...
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu based on research by a certain food branding consultant. So give me some inspiration every few business cycles. Now then, give me your hand. A warm and your hands are calloused from wielding your sword. A sword then. The theme this time shall be strength. All right, let's find out what's... I've refined the sauce for these barbecue The mint extract in the seasoning leaves... But if you ask me, as I'm sure you've noticed, as their bosses, who knows, the morale boost might even improve their productivity.
Oh? If I recall correctly, you once served up some special fish and chips for the porters over at the Fleuve Sandra. For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And then, because they clocked out early, they'd come back completely refreshed.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot.
That's a great idea! You really live up to your reputation, Escoffier! Looks like these themed dishes are gonna make a huge difference after all. We'll have to make sure we check in with you regularly. The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next level. Whew! That should be everything. Looks like...
Huh? Have we... thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught. I imagine long-term operations, but don't let that scare you.
Whoa, seeing your own progress has really got... From here on out, we'll be running the Chevron... Hey everyone, we're here! Oh, hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh, wow! Cuckoo's learned a new greet? Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far...
Wait, so that's all you've been up to is get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good mornings is
Of course. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring...
It was nothing. These guys...
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were prepared. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where... The smugglers were very cautious, though. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows. And could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. So anyway, after an investigation and a chase...
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now...
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great!
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smuggler.
Oh dear, oh!
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in.
He said this elusive individual's action.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should...
It certainly seems like it was the bait and the only question is...
Has something sprung?
I just remembered a film I want.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose. As if when they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated...
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life event.
So...
Wait. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then... Since we took the box, the kidnapped... Does that mean they executed the hostage?
I agree. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible. And speaking of selling...
So, bottom line, this was an individual's.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused it. The last thing they would have expected was for a... Not only is the area now packed with tourists.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how...
Looks like your people, but...
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're... And timing-wise, that's about all we need now is a lucky...
Ah, so that's what you meant. In that case, I may as well write it delegating this to some...
Or are you...
Is that...
Well, looks like I won't be needed around.
You could always wait here.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a...
I wasn't aware... Speaking of pets... Yep, that's the plan.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified.
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
Aha!
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for...
Oh, nice dog.
Paimon feels strangely in... Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo!
Not you again. Nope.
Hey, Gramps. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to see you.
Get it away! Get it away from... Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro?
If you've got the energy to argue this much, let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron.
Aoife, as a Saurian vet, how can you...
Huh?
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how...
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now, too.
Same standard? I will...
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand...
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant?
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
Also, there's no...
Anyway...
Why you? Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Really? Wait, who are the other contestants? Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same...
Hello, you.
Have there been any okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's...
Special Patrol, open up!
Who's there? What's going... The Special Patrol...
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all. Gramps...
What? In the...
Oh.
One of his owners. But... Bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr.
Somehow For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest-looking middle-aged man...
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette?
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the special security and...
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting it. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Auroron, you said you were here to...
Yeah, so...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroron, be honest now. Were you...
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife had... All right, then. So, here's what went down. This morning, Aoife and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found, but apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels.
So, a former employee of the Palais.
Yes, at least we were about to refuse, but he was.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroran. Paimon thinks he. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as you're.
No way.
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Even Cuckoo.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is! Time to catch that con man and find it!
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that...
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroran to do their dirty work.
It suggests that the person who got Auroran to claim the item might... There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich... Oh, and of course, Monsieur... We'll empty the box, give it to Auroran, and then he can claim the item as it... I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try.
So, I have to go under...
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself.
Roger that.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroran has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Nothing suspicious going on here. Strange.
Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the... Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor.
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about.
What the... This thing has a job? So it...
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr...
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroran actually looks pretty serious this time. Interesting.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think...
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you...
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't reckon...
So, I got it. But...
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool.
Please don't do this, my good sir.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you...
Are you trying to get him to say... Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real...
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough. More...
who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think that...
No, I mean, yes,
I could do that. But I'd
I suppose I only have myself to blame. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more. As for the seller of this particular... We've had some prior as long as I took care to... Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. That was not what we'd... He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't...
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now?
No, please.
Go on.
Where was I? And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I'm so...
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct?
Well, to be honest, though, I can't claim to know him. Besides, this is a guy who...
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
please.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do? Oh, I get it. He's talking about...
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, a trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage.
Okay.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll...
Oh,
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. All right, take the box. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a
Such a hassle!
See? Mr. Kakuku knows exactly. So, I was thinking...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident. And out of respect for the...
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes. In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that... then it's... Boy, am I glad that's over.
Judging by your expression, it must be...
It went smoothly on...
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other part...
Patience will be...
I get that. It's like...
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over... On top of that, although he hasn't shown... So, if you ask, his every move is like a spin of the roulette. Or... maybe he'll cut his losses. At least Natlan will get...
In that case, let's hope...
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morishose Phantom on the situation. When that time comes, we will be relying on...
We'll be waiting for the good news!